What's going on? My name is Zac Holcomb with Out of America. Welcome to Kicking It With episode 1. This is the rebirth. This is 2.0, Kicking It With 2.0. So we ran up like 41 mediocre episodes in 1.0's lifetime, but we really like the name, so we're going to call it 2.0. We're kicking it off again. Episode 1, we've got JSlash with us today. So for those of you, not too much, man. How have you been? Like we were just chatting. It's been since high school since we've really
since high school, chatted. Man. You know, we used to kick it. We used to kick it all the time in high school, man. All the time, man.
I know a lot. With Mosey.
Yeah, with Mosey. I remember helping you move and everything.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
totally. Good golly.
Man, it's been blessings, man. I've been good, man. Just working. You know, I was living in North Carolina for 10 years. Yeah. So I lived in Carolina from 2007 to 2016. I got my bachelor's and I got my master's at North Carolina Central. So then, man, I moved back. When I moved back in 2017, I've just been grinding, man. Just been grinding. The brand kicked off. I've been battling since 2015. It's just been a lot going on, man. You know, my daughter still lives in North Carolina and everything. So I've been, just been grinding, Zach, man. That's basically what it is, man. When you see, man on the mission, it's literally like, it's me, you know?
Yeah. I love it. I love how you got all that going together, man. It's freaking sweet. How long did you play ball in college?
I played for 3. I played my freshman year. I was at Glenville State, West Virginia. Okay. Transferred to North Carolina or St. Augustine, which is in North Carolina, Raleigh. And I played 2 years there. I just didn't play my senior year. I took the internship. They had a new coach. It was just a lot of little you know how college goes, man. So senior year, I had to make a decision. Like, I want to be a role player, or do I want to, try to pursue, my career? Yeah. So I chose that path. It was
start on to the next thing. What's your degree in?
So my bachelor's is in sports management, and my master's is in recreation administration and youth development. Focus on youth development.
Nice. That's sweet. Yeah. That's sweet, man. For a guy that didn't want to do school, you sure did a whole lot.
I know, right? School, man. It was a test though, man. To try to do school. That was my senior year. I always tell my mom, like, it was the first test, man, because it's the first time I ever went to school without basketball. You know what I mean? Senior year of college, every basketball always fueled the two. Like, hey, if I'm hooping, gotta get the grades anyway. But I did pretty good at school, but I hated school. I hated school.
I did too, man.
I hated school.
I did too. I didn't stick with it at all. Well, that's sweet. So you're in North Carolina for like 10 years, and we completely missed that blip. And then you moved back to Columbus, and we moved to North Carolina. So it's just the way it goes. But
that's crazy, right?
I know, it's so random. So were you like mostly in like the Raleigh, Winston-Salem? Like, where were you?
Yeah. So my daughter lives in Winston-Salem. So her family is out there. But me and her mom met in college at Raleigh. So I was living in Raleigh for my whole time there.
Yeah, that's a fun town. It's similar. I think Raleigh is like real similar to Columbus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a smaller version of it, but it's got some cool stuff.
Yeah. And if you want to go, a little step notch up, you get Charlotte up, for a little bigger, brighter lights a little bit. But yeah, I love Raleigh, man. It's a good, you can raise a family there. You could good opportunities and all that stuff, man. I like Raleigh a lot. I wouldn't move back though. It's too slow.
Yeah, and that's what we're experiencing here in Eastern North Carolina, and this little small town that we're in. It is such a different thing. Like, I don't know, from how fast things were at the high school that we went to versus like this society. It's just a different, interesting thing, man. It's so wild. But anyway, this battle rapping thing, man, like I started seeing this and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And then I'm like, it's so in line with the Jamar that I remember. So give me a little bit on that. Like, paint the scene of how does one decide that he's made for battle rap, and then how does he get into it? Like, if I was maybe thinking of getting into battle rap, what are the steps?
All right, so when I was in North Carolina, man, well, first of all, let's bring it back. I've been rapping, my whole life, you know what I mean?
Slash,
man, you know what I'm saying? I've been rapping. I was killing ciphers in high school, you know what I mean? And so I really always wanted to do it for real. But as far as like battling, I realized that like when I was making music, I really didn't have like no direction, no substance too much or like that. Battle rap lets you, but I was always like, my verses was more like punchlines, was more like, I don't know, like just kind of swag flow, different things, and kind of was always going at people and stuff anyway. So I was just, man, I remember one time, me and T.Y. we was in Groveport, and we was at some little house party, man. going verse for verse with this guy in the garage, man. It's like everybody watching us and stuff. And so that was like the first time I'm like, man, I had the crowd going crazy. It's probably like 16, 17 years old. I had the whole people in the garage going stupid. So I'm like, you know what? I like it. So I laid off of it, though. I laid off of it, started doing my music. But then one time, man, it's a funny story how my first battle came about. So it was my boy. We had this rap group in North Carolina. And one of the guys didn't want to be in the group no more because he felt like I came in getting too much love, blah, blah, blah. So he like, you know what, man? I'll smoke JSlash. I'm like, I ain't never battled. Like, I used to do it, but I'm like, hey, are you sure we want to do this? We could set it up. We can make money off of it and everything. Yeah. But you want to do this? Like, he like, yeah. I'm like, it ain't no holding back. Like, this is battle rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool. So we set it up. I killed him. Like, it was so bad. And ever since then, man, I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop, man. And it just led me to, I'm a professional now. You know what I mean? 2015 was my first year battling. And I've been doing it ever since. I'm probably got like 40 battles out.
That's sweet. Yeah, I was looking at it on like YouTube. I was like, this guy's got some serious views going on the YouTube right now.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
But when you ask what does it take, I think it's just you gotta have tough skin, of course. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. For sure.
You gotta understand that. I always tell people it's verbal UFC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like UFC, it's literally the same thing. Verbal. They're trying to kill each other in that ring. It's still kind of love though. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, but the promotion aspect, the just the physical verbal violence that, you know, the violence that happens in UFC is the same lyrical violence that we're applying in the ring. You know what I mean?
Right.
We let the people decide what they believe and what they don't believe in the battles. You know, I'm sure everybody know battle rap is a lot of gun bars and stuff like that. Nobody's out here killing nobody. You know what I mean? But
that was kind of a question I had from. I was like, man, is that something? Is it like a sport where it's like you know, I funny you took it to like the verb or like the lyrical UFC stuff, because like that's kind of how I was looking. I'm like, well, from like a wrestling perspective, like when it's on, I'm trying to destroy you. But after that's up, like we can still be really cool friends and all that. Is that kind of how that scene is? Like, do you guys like literally rip someone apart for all these like things they can't help, and then at the end you're like, hey dude, like what are you guys doing the rest of the weekend? Yeah, like are you? Yeah, how does that work?
Man, it's love, man. It's a sport that once you in the sport, you know, it's a lot of brotherhood. You know what I mean? You are trying to, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to kill them in the ring though. You know, but at the same time, man, every battle is kind of different because you might have history with your opponent, you might not have history with your opponent. It just kind of just depends on, you know, I guess what league it's on, why it's happening. So like for instance, for the battle I'm have coming up next weekend in Atlanta, that's a grudge match because we were supposed to battle last year in Philadelphia in November, and he backed out the week of the battle. You know, we do stuff like
pull
that.
A hamstring or something.
Yeah, basically, you know, he probably just wasn't prepared, man, and is which is cool. I'd rather, you know, tell me before I travel all the way out there and then don't show up. But that was the first time that somebody backed out on me, and I kind of took it personal in the sense of like wasting my time, you know. So he got to go next weekend. You know, we got some things to talk about. But nah, man, I love the sport, man. That's my you know, I've been able to, you know, meet some good people through it. You know, network opportunities been a lot, man, as far as like my brand and meshing it, you know, getting battlers to wear the brand. It's been cool, man. It's been cool. And now, you know, with me being at this, I'm on Rare Breed Entertainment. So that's probably the second biggest battle rap league in the world.
Nice.
And, you know, I signed a contract with them on the, maybe about a couple months ago. And, yeah, man, it's like a 2-year contract, man. And and I'm going to get some good plates over there. And I'm looking forward to it.
That's pretty sweet. So does that kind of work out like they kind of run it like a league then, and then they're signing people in? So you're spot on. I mean, it is almost identical to like UFC the way that's all done. And then you guys are all running around doing your.
I mean, they always like say it's wrestling, but it's really like it's UFC, man. It's literally UFC. No, you got your people who get more money than others. You know what I'm saying? You got your people who promo is better than others. They might not be as good in the ring, but they promo better. So like I feel like that's something I got to work on. Like the promotion side of battle rap is very key. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. It gets you, you know, just anything. So I've always struggled with the battle, because it has that gray area, right? It does have that gray area. I do have certain people that I've had to have a conversation with as far as like things I do in my regular life versus battle rap versus admission mesh and everything, and just trying to figure out like where does that balance flow, because battle rap is looked at in different ways for sure. It can be looked at in different ways for sure, man. So
right on. That's really cool. How's how long you been doing Man on a Mission? What made you tie this up, and what is
so my slogan, man? My slogan in battle rap is I'm a man on a mission. Y'all know the rules. It's either man up or get missing. So I've been really saying that for mad long, and I just never really tried to brand it, I guess. And a couple years ago, so the brand came out October 1st, 2020. Unfortunately, like 2 weeks later, I got into a car accident where I got so I got my whole left knee replaced and big. So kind of slow. Well, you know what? I take it back. It didn't really slow anything down. I might have got sympathy sales. I don't know, because I was on fire when it first started. But
it dropped hard. Yeah.
but yeah, man. It started October 1st, 2020. Man, I dropped it. Man, it's been dope. I got it from my slogan, literally. I was thinking about like, man, but I didn't really want to tie my brand into so much of battle rap, because man on a mission is everything you do. It's my LLC is actually Limitless Direction. So it just kind of it ties in together real good with just constant grind. Just kind of reaching a goal and continuing to reach higher goals, because it's really not ever over. Until we're still grinding every single day, man. So, and then it's a brand that everybody can relate to. You on a mission right now with your podcast, trying to get it back up off the ground. It's just, and then I definitely branched off to the Woman on a Mission. They was getting on me, man. I had to do some equality thing, But so I got both now, man. man, it's been good, man. I actually have some opportunities coming up where hopefully, some professional athletes can get in. That's always been one of my goals, small goal.
That's what I was wondering too. How you got any NIL guys or anything like that on the
horizon? NIL guys, man. I wish, man. It'd be nice to get Bronny on. To get Bronny in it. But I'm working on it, man. I'm working on like the opportunity I do have. I'm trying to keep it under wraps, only because I don't want to. Sure. I want it to come to fruition. But yeah, hopefully it does work out to where some NFL guys can get it and some NBA guys, man. That'd be dope.
You gotta get on BP, man. Brian should be hooking you up with some.
No, man. BP cares.
Cares. How did Brian get huge?
Bro,
he's a freak.
He's a freak.
I was like, where's that? Yeah, he's a monster.
He was big in high school. He wasn't like, he was just like football. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, he was just a big guy, but he's huge now. Like,
now he's like in the woods. He's like in an ice tank in the woods in Canada and stuff. I love this. Like, I haven't talked to him. I have to get him on next, man. Or like,
you got to, man.
Because like I haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah, I talked to VP a couple times for sure. Like when I first started Man on a Mission, he definitely was. And I asked him for a jersey too. We've been talking. We chatted, man. It's all love. I was actually just talking about that not too long ago, man. How I don't really have a relationship with too much people in high school. You would think though, because I was super cool with everybody in high school. Prom king, I was cool with everybody in high school. So, but I don't know. I always say like I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was battle rap. I don't know. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's a turn a corner type of career too. Content wise and things like that. So I didn't know. I don't know. It was like, wow, I didn't talk to nobody from high school like that. Yeah. Like,
I'm the same dude. Like, other than like Steph, like, because like, we're married, we talk. But like, and she went to school there too, just a year younger than us. But like, I don't really talk to anybody. Like, it's the wildest thing. I remember like when we were at graduate, it was one of the things. I think we were at like the walkthrough like the day before, and they told us to look around at everyone in the room, because after tomorrow, this group of people will. After all this time, you've taken it for granted, but after tomorrow, you all will never, ever be in the same place at one time again. Never. We were all like, whatever, bro.
Yeah, whatever. Like, I'm going to take you like, this weekend.
Yeah, we're like looking down the aisle at people that you hate, and you're like, good. I don't want to see her ass anymore. You know what I mean? And then you walk out, and you're like, you legitimately see no one. And then, you like bump into some random person. You're like, hey, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry for like picking on you that time, but like, we're still cool, right? Yeah, it's so funny.
Pickerington was cool though, man.
It was a good time.
Experience with Pickerington. I'm I'm glad I went there, man. That was one of my.
Yeah. I feel like we went through it at like right in a perfect time too, before
right
the
before
world got
split.
crazy, man.
Yeah, before it got crazy. Yep. Perfect timing, man.
It's nuts. It's like back when, I don't know. I like that we're like the people that saw life before like cell phones and all that stuff, and now we're also the ones that are taking it and just blowing it up with the stuff. But like, man, we like didn't have phones at school
at all, man.
Wasn't that weird?
How that's crazy. I couldn't imagine being on my phone. I was just telling my daughter to ask for. I mean, she's had a phone. She just asked like that. What is Christmas looking like for the 14? My daughter's 10. Asking for the 14. I'm like,
she's lining you up a little bit, getting you ready to go.
Like for the 14, I'm like, you really want an iPhone 14 at 10? What do you don't have no room to get like grow? That's the last phone. Like you gotta get. Be like, well, that's what I want. I'm like, nah, probably not that. You probably get like a 12 or something. not a 14.
I just give mine whatever I'm growing out of. You know what I mean? So like, I just go get myself a new one every time I'm due. I'll go get whatever. And then it just bumps on down the line.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
I finally made it to where I was able to bump 2 phones before they got broken. So Steph's got a good one, and the 12-year-old looking pretty fly with a Galaxy Note.
The Note,
yeah, she's rocking a Note at 12. She's homeschooled, so she's pretty studious. But it's freaking hilarious. We were cracking up about that. So her birthday was just like a month ago. So to go on that with your daughter a little bit, she's turning 12 like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'm here and I'm at the shop and like this thing comes in and it says Zac Holcomb on. I'm like, getting mail at the business floor. And I open it up, I'm like, the freaking Galaxy Watch in this box. I'm like, who the hell got her a Galaxy Watch? I didn't order this shit. Like, what?
Right.
Come to find out, my mom was down for like a week and she had busted her up, told her how she needed a watch. So my mom went back and freaking sent her a watch for her birthday. I was like, dang. Like, I just got one. I didn't even have I just got it like 3 months ago. I was like, yeah, I'll try it. And it's great. So she gets one. My wife's got one now. And then another box comes in. We're like, what the heck is this? We open it up. It's a Galaxy Tab something S6 Lite. And I was like, what is this for? She had busted up her other Steph's parents for a tablet with the keyboard, the case, and everything. And she had we didn't know anything about it, because she's got the phone. So she's doing her own conversations now. And we were like, how did you get this? She's like, well, I told Steph calls her mom, and her mom's like, well, she was telling us how she needs a tablet because she doesn't have one. She only has a laptop and a cell phone, and so she sold us on that she can do her schoolwork on it. So we thought we were like,
these kids are slick these days too, man. Like just even the stuff they feel like they need to have in order to survive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They gotta have
cell phone, laptop, and iPad,
tablet, watch. I was like, how many things do you need to get a message on? Like,
right.
It's so crazy, silly, man. But yeah, they're on it, man. But what's cool is like they're almost old enough to where I can be like, hey, fix this. I can't figure it out. So we're almost.
That is true.
We get to there.
Because
we're 34 now.
Don't get it twisted. Like our generation is a little behind. Not like this generation got it on lock though as far as technology. They know. And my daughter knows everything about her phone. I mean, I'm like, huh? Like, I feel like I'm pretty hip, but until you talk to a kid, you realize how old you are.
They do, man. They run it up. They run it up real good.
Man, listen. Yeah, man.
Let's see. We went over the battle rap scene. We got the brand. How are you using you kind of like, you said you're kind of crossing the brand over into battle rap stuff, but still trying to keep it like on its own thing.
Well,
pretty smart. I like that idea.
Yeah, man. So I like I said, I want to promote it. I have to promote it through battle rap because that's where it was born, right? The slogan it came from there. So I always don't ever want it to leave home. But I noticed that what I'm saying, when people start buying the brand, man, everybody like has different like motivational reasons why they want to wear it. So they put it on. They'll literally hit me up, man. I put this on today, man. I'm on a mission to win the lottery. I'm like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like whatever it takes, man. So. But as far as like crossing over with battle rap, man, I just want the battle rap is a lot of journeymen, a lot of people. It's a million gazillion battle rappers, man, and a lot of people don't really get a chance to get on certain platforms, So, man, on a mission, you still grinding, you're continuing your battle rap career, man. Never give up, you know what I mean? So, put this one, and maybe you can rap like me one day. You know, put this.
I think I might have to give it a shot. You know.
Hey man, that is
just because I got so many people coming at me, it's like just for random, BS reasons. It's just.
Well, you in podcast world now, man. So you get ready to.
Yeah, I love
you're gonna have to. People are gonna go at you, man. You know what I mean? So you gotta.
I like that.
Yeah.
I know. I delved into a little bit of the political world there last year, running for mayor down here, and dude, why do you keep getting into it with people? Like, why do you even, it doesn't even, you're just doing it to be like that guy. I was like, yeah, I don't understand why, but I really, really like being involved in controversy and yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's dope though, man. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I enjoy it.
Is this thing on? I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to keep branding it, man.
Trying to.
Yeah, this is a world. The podcast was interesting. I was watching, with the Drink Champs thing, with the Kanye stuff, and just stuff like it's like things could be said, man. And you can't take it back. You know what I mean? You gotta say it. People say it. You can't take it back. It could be edited, but you can't take it back. You know what I mean? Say, we're not editing nothing, huh?
Usually we go live with these bad boys, so once we get all up and fine tuned, we'll be popping them suckers on live. But yeah, man, that's how I was usually doing them, is just gripping it and ripping it. And it when I first moved here and I was kind of doing a little bit of them, it was a really cool way to interject myself into the city scene, because I would let's just go live right now and let's talk about what's going on in the downtown or here or there. And so it really put me on, with moving to an area and knowing absolutely nobody and getting, growing such a following on a Facebook page. I had to go back and get a Facebook page because Facebook heavy down here, but they didn't, I was already on Instagram. Now I don't even use my Instagram. It's I kind of had to step back into the older into the Facebook time, but for the local people, but it's been sweet. And it's just stuff we've done our whole life. Post when you go somewhere and have a great meal, share it. It's I'm promoting myself, but I'm promoting the businesses around me, because the better the businesses around me do, the better everything for me and my family is going to be, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's run up the tax, let's run up the revenue, and let's keep businesses in business. It was just kind of seen as such a weird thing. They're like, oh, you shared 3 times that day of everywhere you went. I'm like, yeah, promote them. You promote other businesses, and then it's amazing how they, just randomly will help you back.
Will help you out. Absolutely, man. Thing. I was just telling somebody that, man, I want to start doing a week where I'm supporting different brands and things like that, because it is very hard for me, man. It's hard for me to wear. First of all, I haven't worn anything else other than Man on a Mission the last 2 years. But I be feeling bad sometimes, because there's a lot of other brands out there that's dope. You know what I mean? But I just don't want to put it on, because I got my own brand now. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird. But I'm gonna start once a month, man. I want to take, because I go out on the weekends, and a lot of my promotion is wear and tear. I tell people all the time, man. I get stopped every single day. Never been a time I went out with my brand on, somebody hasn't said, hey, that's nice, where can I get that? Or so I have my business cards and stuff, but the wear and tear, where, and they're gonna tell about it. And yeah, man. So I don't know. It's just one of them things where I think I want to start, but I want to make a lane for myself where I'm supporting, because I want to continue to get that support from others. The support that I've got through the brand has been crazy. I would have never imagined the numbers that it did doing. You know what I mean? Just it's been a blessing as far as the support, man. So I want to give it back. You know what I mean? I definitely want to be able to give it back to other brands as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting I do the same thing, man. Once I got down here and got out of America's Swag Made, it's I just wear it every day. And then it almost become that was another big thing of helping me brand myself in a town where no one knows who I am. I wear the same thing every freaking day. It's just it's a hat, shorts, some fly ass kicks. It ain't raining. And that's it. And it's such a weird I don't know. It's an over-indexing thing, right? Just find something that kind of makes you different and just own it and be
man, you'd be surprised how many people call me the Man on a Mission dude. You know what I mean? I'll be out you the Man on a Mission dude. Man, I've been trying to find that brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool, man. Like I said, sometimes I don't even realize how the impact I made, you know what I mean, as far as or it gets overwhelming sometimes. But man, like I said, it's super blessed, man. I love it. I love the fact that I can give a brand that it's because it's not Slash on a mission. You know what I mean? Right. It's not Jamar on the mission. So when you put the brand on, it could be your brand. It's your own brand for that day. You know what I mean? So I really enjoy that like part of it where it's not as personal, even though I made it. Obviously, I didn't make it to where it was about me. You know what I mean? I made it about the grind and the journey. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I think like, you know, I didn't really know your parents too well other than just like by proxy, but like, yeah, like I feel like your parents like put that shit in you real early on. Like they were always, you know, they were always doing really well, but they were always busy running around. There's never, and it's not like a greed thing, but it's just never had not having enough, but like there's never too much. And I'm really not doing it for the things anymore. It's just I like getting up every day and going as hard as I can because it's fun. And if I'm running up the score, that's cool too. Don't get me wrong. I like that, but I'm not getting up every day. I'm bougie. I like things. I am getting up every day because I want more cool stuff. But like, I don't know. I feel like that was definitely like when you touch on that. Like, man, that's how Pops was for sure.
For sure, man. My parents definitely, you know, my mom and dad been married for almost 40 years coming up, man. So, so they've been together, man. And then they showed me, you know, grind. They never handed me nothing. You know, they definitely been well off for a while, but they never handed me anything, man. They always taught. My dad had a business. He's been an entrepreneur for over 30 years, and just I seen my dad work super hard with, you know, to get to where he's at. You know what I mean? My mom was more in corporate America, so you know, obviously she worked super hard too to navigate through that. But you know, with the entrepreneur, it's a little different because you know your effort is going to get your dollars. Your effort is going to get you opportunities. It's like if I don't post that week, like I didn't post that much this week for Man on a Mission. Guess how much sales I made? Not that many. You know what I mean? There's weeks where I flood. I hate flooding. You know what I mean? I hate it. It makes me feel uncomfortable a little bit. It's like people, here you go, another story and stuff. But that's how I make my money. You know what I mean? That's how I sell my brand, by posting it, and people were like, man, I want that. I'm like, oh, you know, you can do a different color. It doesn't have to be exactly this, different things like that. So but yeah, my parents, man, they taught me hella grind, man. I think that's kind of, and they supported everything I've always done. You know what I mean? In regards to like, obviously, like we talk about battle raps, it's a great area, especially with me, you know, the upbringing wasn't like, I wasn't in like the streets and stuff crazy. You know what I'm saying? I've obviously tapped into different things, you know what I mean? But as far as like, it's just more so like a skill. And they was like, man, my son's really good at this. He loves to do it. They knew that was my passion. So it was supporting that versus supporting what I was actually doing. My mom gets a kick out of the other side of me. You know what I mean? Kind of just like, wow, like that's kind of weird that you be going crazy like that. I would never expect you to, you know, be in your bag like that. So it kind of, she liked that. But so yeah, man, it's definitely cool. But I never changed who I am. I've always been the same person. Super cool. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I very much feel that like I'm having a conversation with the same person I talked to last probably 15 years ago. So yeah, definitely true on that for sure. On the sticking to, I mean, it's like the weird thing too, though. Like you're growing, but you got to have like the roots back to what you really are, but like you're ever changing and ever growing. I don't know. I like that little like thing that comes across your Facebook every once in a while, and it's like the caterpillar and the butterfly, and the caterpillar is like telling the butterfly like, man, you changed, and the butterfly's like, that's the point. It's like we're supposed to keep going, keep evolving,
keep your foundation the same. You know what I mean? I always been super cool in regards to like how I guess treat others. You know what I mean? I've always been like a nice person. I'm never, I always want to, I think, and that's another thing. A lot of people got in tune with the brand. People always say like, man, I wish I would have came up with that, but they was like, it's you behind it. You know what I mean? Like they fed into, not only are you on a mission, but you a likable dude, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people took to you. It's hard to like get people to like, hey, I want to wear your brand. Like that's very hard to do, So
takes charisma.
That's what that. It's been dope, man. But like I said, it's I think has to do with the person, the character. You know what I mean? I've been trying to be my entire life, man. So it's just coming to fruition for the most part.
Yep. Just getting to the back ends of the pay period, It's kind of how I feel.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling the same way.
And it's only me and my boy, man. Shout out to Royal Vision Customs. That's my boy Chase. It's just really just me and him. We were just talking about that today, man. Two-headed monster, man. Nobody. That's it. It's just literally me and him. I do all the front end stuff, like as far as the taking the orders and sending them stuff. And I send him an order, and he works his magic, and he comes back, orders finished. I pick it up at his house, and it's. I mean, we've never had argument about no money. Y'all keep the circle tight when it comes to small stuff. Like I probably could maybe, I wouldn't say hire, because I'm not hire. I don't have money to hire people, but I could probably talk to me. I could probably get help more. You know what I mean? To the point where if I did, honestly, I probably could hire somebody to get like somebody to take orders, just be a little bit, work on my promoting stuff like that. I have to do all that by myself. So it does get overwhelming at times for sure. I got me, my brother, my sister. We just started a bounce house business as well.
Nice.
To WG Family Entertainment. So, it's I work full time. You know what I mean, for the YMCA. It was just a lot, man. Sometimes it can really get overwhelming. Like obviously, battle rap is my career as well, so it's a lot, man. I have so much going on that trying to tie in everything. This balance. I'd be like, oh, what do you want? My mom like, what do you want me to pay for? Balance. That's what I want you to pay for. Like balance, man. My balance is just like I need to figure out how to, even when it comes to like relationships and stuff like that, man. It's tough. It's tough. Like I can't give nobody nothing. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to. I'm tunnel vision right now, and man, on a mission, and just the grind. It's like you can get in where you fit in.
I'll be here at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a fair amount of that too, man, for sure. So what else you got going on? You got the bounce house business. What's that all about? You doing that down there in around Pickerington and all that, or?
Yep. Just
Columbus.
Yep, just the Columbus Central Ohio area, man. Last Christmas, my mom came to us like, hey, we want to give you all a little bit of cheese to invest into a business, but you can't invest in something that you've already been doing. So Jamar, no battle rap, no man on a mission. So we all had a little bit of money. She gave us some money to do it, and we're like, what we gonna do? So then we all just came together, like, why don't we just use all the money and just put it together? You know what I mean? Like,
smart.
And, so we just, and then there's opportunity. Like we all are 5 years apart, so kind of give us opportunity to be a little more closer too, just because we all have different lives. My sister lives in Detroit. She's married. My brother lives here. He's married, like 7 kids, 6 kids. You know what I mean? So like a different life. Then it's me, bachelor. Like, right. Right.
Floating in the middle.
I'm just in the middle, just doing my thing. But we all, man, we real good work together, man. My brother's like real handy. Like, so he puts the bounce house together good. I'm the marketing. I'm gonna get us the people to get, and then my sister's logistics with the, right, make sure the emails are sent out and different things. So man, it works. Real good team.
Nice.
Yeah. So man, if you know anybody, need bounce houses, man.
Dude, you know it. I mean, this will play around in the Columbus area a little bit too. You just never know. So
for sure.
I got my dad up there, man. He got remarried, and he's up living in like Dublin and stuff. And they got his wife's family's got a bunch of little kids and stuff. So you never know.
Oh yeah, man.
You never know.
Get them together for sure.
Never know. Yeah, you gotta I have to catch up with old Slick, man. He's still rolling around up there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's all right. Yeah,
he's
I'm actually about to go to So this week, man, I got the battle this weekend in Atlanta, but I'm actually going to Dallas tomorrow for a work conference. I'm actually I'm excited about it, man. It's an opportunity with the so I work for the YMCA Stable Families Program. Basically, we just help families become stable through providing resources, increasing income, maintaining housing, things like that. So, our funders throwing it every year in a different state that they do it in. So this week, Monday, it's a work conference from Monday to Wednesday, man, in Dallas. So I'm looking forward to that. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is like that's game week. I can't go from being like, hello, how you doing? And then 12 hours later,
you're trying to take someone's head off. Yeah, that's such a hilarious.
All the time, man. It's my life, man. It's literally like, but that is such an angle that battle rap, they take it all the time. Because I used to teach. They take teaching angle and they take.
Yeah, give me that. What
are like? And Clarence parents have a real good marriage angle. You know what I'm saying? They give me that angle all the time. I gotta take it, man. But I think it's exciting though, man. Because like even this weekend, I'm anxious to see. I'll be anxious to see what other people are gonna talk about. Like how much research did you do? Or because if you don't do your research, I do my research. You know what I mean? So if you don't do your research, you're probably gonna lose just because you're not as direct. But I always it's always that thin line. It's like
what's the top 3 like most common gets for if you're
angles
getting
that they
at
take against
slash?
you?
Yeah, angles. Yeah. What are they?
I
know you got one right now that just gets
teaching for sure. No question. When I taught first grade for 2 years.
I didn't know that. That's great.
Yeah, I taught first grade when I was in North Carolina. I taught first grade. Well, I taught first grade for a year and a half, and then I taught senior outdoor rec for like 4 months when the teacher was on maternity leave. Yeah. So they give me about that. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
It's like you know, you could like in the angle one time a guy, it was pretty good. Like it's basically like, you know, I could be teaching the youth way different things, you know what I mean? But I want to point my battle rap gun on the weekends, you know what I mean? And like, so it was a good angle. I actually feel like I feel like I'm 38-2 maybe, you know what I mean? And I feel like that guy, I think he's one of the losses, you know what I mean? I feel like I didn't take that battle serious enough, and he took it to where it was supposed to go, you know what I mean? Those angles, you know, talking to me about, you know, how many people, like the youth is looking at me in a way, and I've opened people's eyes up on this platform where I could be doing something positive. But you wanna talk about this, and then the content too. Like I can, you know, battle rap. There's Christian battlers, you know what I mean? Some guy named like Loso and A Ward. If you want to check those guys out, that they battle rap. You know what I'm saying? But they battle rap, but they get in the mix sometimes too. They forget that they, you know what I mean? They're supposed to be, they get caught up in it sometimes too. So it gets kind of crazy, but
I like it.
Yeah, you know, I love it though, man. I love it because it's like everything. Battle rap is that's around. My work is around. Man on the Mission is around. I try to you know, I don't mind them intertwined. Like I don't hide my life, you know what I mean, by any means on Facebook. You know, I just asked people to put their resumes into me last week, and in the next post was me promoting Slash versus Craig Lamar, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. My life.
I love it.
I don't hide it. Like I said, I don't hide it from nobody, man. You know what I mean? If you don't get with it or you're not, man. But you got to understand that, like, you can't come at me because I got too much ass to sit on. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, as soon as you try to go at my credentials, they're there. You know what I mean? On any aspect. So battle rap is just fun, man. It's just something I fell in love with. So
sure. What's like the if Jerry's gonna pull one up right now, which one should he pull up so we can watch? Like what's the one?
Definitely XL battle. That's
XL battle.
That's my most recent battle. I was in the zone from start to finish. I feel like it was a test for me because it was like somebody who's like supposed to be like a great like lyricist. The knock on me is that like I'm like all performance and delivery, and that my pen is not really like I could write like they want me to write better. You know what I mean? Be a little bit more intricate to the things I'm saying. So for me to go against somebody who is like the epitome of that, going into the battle, at least, you know what I mean? It was a test, you know what I mean? But I smoked him. So
we're gonna find out. He's gonna play it right now.
Let's do it.
Got me on some audio.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, interview.
Yeah. Let's go, Slash. Brick shit. They said you can get away with a homie if you don't put a face to it. See, every line been dope, but this dope got a little lace to it. Who y'all give me? XL? He got a little name, but his name don't hold no weight to it. ARP, you know I fuck with your scene. Let's get straight. Use a whole bitch. I slide on Jason and let the folks spit. Headshot. All that intricate shit. We exposing the full lip. I put a Glock on X. He get the whole clip. Nah. Spin the block on X. I miss my old bitch. Where you at? What? Who you rap better than? You ain't paved no ways before Swave. I was severing. How you think I got the name Slash? Plus I ran with the coke before Edgerin, the meddling. Plus I ran with the coke before Edgerin, the meddling. He in true, we get the meddling. Yeah, we new breed, but ain't nothing new breed. I still move like a veteran. Where Craig at? Where Craig at? Dragon wasn't even the nigga I fit for, but you lit more. So you gonna get this work like 10 chores. My niggas grind. Don't worry about mom, better get chores to get your mentor. Double grip, help raise the 9 like a mentor. Jason Cameron. Oh, he gonna see what we hit for. We done kick doors, so don't tell me about a wrist when I slip more. You ain't know? He ain't know? I was out in Carolina with the Tar Heels yelling 10-4. But let Duke act crazy. Bullets gonna be with Cameron indoors. Should I punch more?
You felt that, Zach, right? You catch that one?
Yeah, that's fun. I love it, dude. That's so fun. So that's that right there is JSlash for those of you that don't know.
Hey, that's JSlash right there, man.
I like that.
Yes,
so that's it. Then you got this big one coming up this weekend. Going to Dallas and doing family life stuff. And then are you going from Dallas to Atlanta?
No, I'm
coming back.
Yeah, because I gotta get the boys together, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's I always tell people you gotta beat me, but you gotta beat my team too. Like we in there, like we gonna come in there. They're supportive, man. So it's like they're a part of me. I couldn't go to a battle without them. You know.
Yeah.
I do have a battle coming, and I guess this would be a little interesting topic. In London, I'll be battling in London in February.
Really? That's cool. How does that come about?
It's kind of hard to talk about those type of things because I haven't got the contract and everything. But yeah, the guy reached out not too long ago, man, and looking to do a card in February. So I'm looking excited for that for sure, man. That's dope. So, but yeah, I'm gonna land Wednesday night about 8:30. Wake up in the morning, man. Drive to Atlanta on Thursday. Battles on Saturday. I like to drive on Thursdays because I don't like to leave the day before. Just anything can happen on the road. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So get that little cushion so we don't got to rush. Get there, relax, wake up Friday. You don't got to battle that day. You could just take the whole day to soak it in, whatever city. I've been everywhere, but honestly, man, like I don't even know a city I haven't battled in at this point. There's a bunch of other places, but Atlanta is this is my 5th time battling in Atlanta, so this is gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited. This might be my biggest battle ever. This might be my biggest battle.
This is it. This is the one.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Not for necessarily the person, the opportunity, the card. If you guys, like I said, you guys can't make it out. The VOD is on RareBreedEntertainment.com. You can watch it live on pay-per-view. So I think like just those things, just a lot of eyes. This is supposed to be like a rookie versus vets card. I feel a little disrespected. I feel like I've had the top 2 performances of our class in the last 2 cards, but I got the lowest name of the vets. So we might talk about that shit too a little bit next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like but it all got to do with like everything though, man. Like promotion. It's not everybody say 50 rapping is just for battle rap rapping is like 60%. You got to do other things to keep yourself relevant. I'm really not relevant unless I'm rapping, and I got to do better at that. So I guess it's my little punishment, but I'm gonna punish him. So there that goes.
I like it. Well, yeah, there it goes. You're starting already. You're warming up and getting it
in there. Yo, getting the word. You see the wordplay coming already. Yes, sir.
I like it. I like it.
Zach, man, for sure.
For sure. Well, cool, man. We'll have to do this. We'll be looking forward to it. We're gonna get this. I think Jerry's gonna whip this whole pod up here. We're gonna get this thing out this week before your deal this weekend, so we can tag it and promote it and all that. So hook us up with all those fun things, man. We'll try and get some extra eyes your way. If we get 15 people to watch this podcast, we'll try to get at least 3 of them to watch your battle rap. It's just percentages.
3 more views, man. I love
it. That's it. Hey, you gotta let us know, man. We shameless plug. We do video editing now, so you need any help with that, just let us know. It's another company. It's Big Bark Social. But Big Bark Social,
man. We'll talk about that for sure, man. Because I don't really have the editing thing. That's part of marketing. I'm on promo and stuff. So I'll start maybe sending. Yeah, let's talk about that for sure, man.
Cool. Yeah, that was my problem too. I wasn't good at it either. So I was like, help. But yeah, we're like, we can help a lot of people. We were just spitballing yesterday, just rolling down the street to the Axe Throwing place, making a video for them that we can also put on ours, and just all that co-promotion stuff, man.
Cross promotion. I love it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, cool, man. Well, I'll let you bounce out, get your extra rest in, get all your chores done before you head out to Dallas, and then you got a busy week coming up. You take a lot of swag to the shows, man.
I do, man.
So good swag there.
Yeah, I do. I try to take as much as I can. Like, I mean, it gets a little rough taking all the boys, you know what I'm saying, with the trunk space and things like that. But I try to take as much as I can, you know what I mean? And then one thing about I don't really have a lot of stuff inventory because everything is custom made. So I did when I first started, obviously I had a couple what are they called? Pop-up shops. So I would have to, I invested in some t-shirts and hoodies there. But for the most part, man, I don't really sit on much stuff, which is a beautiful thing too, because it's what you want. Hey, I want this color with this. All right, cool.
Yeah, sweet. Sweet.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate y'all boys, man. Definitely get with me. Good luck on y'all show. Y'all need me back, let me know.
For sure, man. I appreciate it. Best of luck this week. Go kick some ass, man. We're excited to watch it.
All right, my man. Thanks.